What is up, guys? So this is going to be my trailer breakdown for Legends of Tomorrow Season 3 Episode 12 titled The Curse of the Earth Totem. But before the breakdown, let's watch the trailer.
What we seek is treasure. The very large emerald. Let's do this.
Dead men tell no tales.
DC's Legends of Tomorrow. All new this Monday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Before I get to the synopsis and the actual trailer of this episode, I want to talk about the title of the episode being The Curse of the Earth Totem. First of all, this is a play on the movie The Curse of the Black Pearl, which is a Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and this episode clearly focuses a lot around pirates. They do this a lot in the Arrowverse shows, mainly Legends of Tomorrow and The Flash, but mainly Legends of Tomorrow. They have done on The Flash multiple times, but they have done it on Legends of Tomorrow. To my memory, they have actually done it quite a lot. The reason I'm excited to see the Earth Totem is because we really haven't seen it before. I'm interested to see how they use the effect of Earth bending. Technically, it's kind of Earth bending. It's really like Avatar. They have the same powers, and also Spirit, which he has Spirit as well. So it's pretty much the same exact thing. So I'm excited to see how they use it, but also because we have never actually seen the Earth Totem before. Outside of like a picture of all the totems, we have never seen it in action. Nobody's ever used it, along with the Air Totem. Those two are the ones that we haven't seen yet. So I'm actually pretty excited to see the Earth Totem in this episode. But do I actually think that the Earth Totem is the treasure that they're looking for in the trailer? I will go into more depth into this later in this breakdown. But for now, I think that, yeah, probably, but I'm not really 100% sure about it. So, moving on to the synopsis of this episode, and it is a pretty lengthy one, so bear with me, but the synopsis does read, The Devil's Triangle. When Sarah decides to take some private time, the Legends pursue a lead on the whereabouts of the long-lost Earth Totem. Without Sarah's knowledge, the Legends find themselves in 1717 to hunt for Blackbeard's long-lost treasure. But in true Legends fashion, things go awry. Meanwhile, Ray feels guilty about something he has done and tries to make amends, which lands him in even bigger trouble. So, first of all, the teaser text for this synopsis is The Devil's Triangle. Now, I looked it up, and that is the Bermuda Triangle, or otherwise known as the Devil's Triangle, which I'm guessing is where they are going to be in this episode. That's where the episode is going to be set, on a ship in the Bermuda Triangle. I'm guessing, because why else would the episode text be called The Devil's Triangle? There's really no other reason, unless if it's talking about like 3 storylines that aren't connected, that connect in the end, so it forms a triangle, but that's really overthinking it, so it's probably just talking about the Bermuda Triangle and how that is the setting of this episode. But breaking down the rest of the synopsis, it says Sarah decides to take some private time. What that means is that she goes on a date with, what's her name again? Ava. I don't know why I just forgot her name for a second, but she goes on a date with Ava. You see it in the promotional photos that she's waiting for someone at a dinner table. You don't actually see Ava there, but it's pretty obvious. Also in the trailer, you see them together on the Wave Rider. What's probably going to happen is that they're going to go to dinner, come back to the Wave Rider, and get into some sort of trouble. You see them like back to back, ready to fight someone. Sarah says, "Let's go," and she takes out a sword. So they're in some sort of trouble, and that's going to be that part of the episode. Like I said earlier in this breakdown, they're looking for a treasure, and they're looking for this emerald. I said in my earlier recording that I said that I'm not sure it's the Earth Totem, but I'm 100% sure now, after reading the synopsis, after really thinking about it, it's definitely the Earth Totem. In the synopsis, it says they're looking for the Earth Totem, and they go to 717 to hunt for a long-lost treasure. Now, they might be hunting for a treasure that's connected to the Earth Totem, but in the trailer, they say that they're looking for a treasure and an emerald. This emerald is almost definitely the Earth Totem, which is why they're going to 717. I don't really know why it would be in 717 though, because it's supposed to be in Zimbabwe the whole entire time. I think it was there like from the beginning of early civilization, and it was there the whole time. So I'm guessing is that it's a time displacement, which would be pretty cool, honestly. If this was the actual anachronism, usually anachronisms are pretty boring, but if the Earth Totem was an anachronism, it would be really cool because usually the anachronisms are somehow connected to the Legends. This would obviously be connected to Vixen, and to some extent Zari as well, because she has a totem. But it would make sense because it's connected to a legend, and it would be the only reason why it would be on 1717. It's an anachronism. Also, it's long lost, which means that they don't know where it is. It might be long lost like for a while, for like 400 years, which is why it's somewhere else in 1717. But it's also likely that it's an anachronism, which I feel like would be way, way cooler. The synopsis ends saying that meanwhile, Ray feels guilty about something he has done and tries to make amends, which lands him in bigger trouble. This might be something that he does in the episode, which might be before the whole Curse of the Totem thing, which probably is, because he is on the boat with them. He is dressed up as a pirate. He is there. So this meanwhile thing is either happening before or after. It can't really be happening inside that storyline because he's in it. But it's most likely happening either before or after, which means it's connected, which means it's probably not something he does in the episode. It's probably something he did in a previous episode. The only thing I can think of is that he tries to make amends. He feels bad about agreeing to kill Sarah if she ever gets possessed by Mullis, agreeing with Constantine. It is something he would feel bad about. I don't know how it lands him in even bigger trouble, but it's really the only thing I could think of that's outside of something he does in the episode. It might be that he does something on the ship and tries to make amends, and that leads to the confrontation with Damien Dark and Nora Dark, which is in the promotional photos, which is clearly bigger trouble. But I'm guessing it's more likely going to be something he did in a previous episode, not in this episode, in this storyline. I don't really know what it is. The only thing I can think of is agreeing to kill Sarah if she gets possessed by Mullis. One thing I want to note on this episode is that Kid Flash and Rip Hunter are not returning for this episode. Keenan Lonsdale is not one of the also starrings, and Rip Hunter, Arthur Darvill, that's his actor, is not one of the guest stars. So they are not appearing, which means their cliffhanger from the last episode will not be resolved until episode 13, which is a little annoying. I don't like it when they just have a cliffhanger and then wait another week for this cliffhanger to be resolved, but it doesn't bother me that much. But in episode 13, Kid Flash will be joining the team. Rip Hunter might as well, but I doubt it because there hasn't been much talk about that. There hasn't been any talk about that at all, actually. But at the same time, they have said that there are 2 seats on the waiver that are open, which that one of those seats might be for Rip Hunter. But again, I actually pretty much doubt it completely because nobody has talked about it at all. But in episode 13, Kid Flash will be joining the team. Maybe along with Rip Hunter, maybe not. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see for that. But anyway, let me know what you thought about the trailer and the synopsis, and maybe even the promotional photos in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know your predictions for this episode. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.